How far have you come? No, this isn't a casual over a drink question that one might ask at a private view or a party. When we're looking ahead at where we want to go, setting sights on a new project, putting together that big, slightly scary goal, it can all look a bit daunting, to say the least. It's that whole thing about stepping out of your comfort zone into new territories, or seeing that stretch of road ahead of you and your goal somewhere there in the distance. Now, usually, it has to be said, I am the one cajoling people into thinking about where they want to go, creating that vision for themselves that will pull them forward. On this occasion, however, I'm suggesting that occasionally you remember to look back behind you. This is because we can often forget just how far we've come. When you're the sort of person who wants to develop as a person and or in your work, your life and career is often about stepping into new territory and the next new territory and the next. It can be very, very exciting on the one hand, and it can also lead to doubt and our old friend, the inner critic. This is where it can be really useful to look back on what you've done before, to remind yourself of all those other times when you didn't know how to do something, but still went ahead and did it well. To acknowledge those times when you felt nervous and vulnerable and out of your depth and got through it. And indeed, even remembering those times when you tried something totally new and it didn't work as expected. But hey, you learnt a lot and you survived. You're still here. One way that you can do this is by creating a timeline which you can keep as a permanent reminder to boost your confidence when you're about to embark on something new. You can draw a line. It can be straight, or as many of our careers go, perhaps slightly more meandering. And at one end, you put your goal or your new project, the thing that's making you move forward. And at the other end, you put your starting point. This could be the start of your current career or your whole working life, as many of us have changed careers along the way. And then you put yourself where you think you are now. And then you start putting in the key milestones that got you from that beginning to where you are now to where you want to be. What are the obstacles you had to overcome? What were the things you learned, the practical skills about yourself, about the world around you, about process, flow, connection, etc. Now, through doing this, the new thing can still be scary. That's part of what tells you it's the right thing to do. But at least you are coming to it with the reassurance that you have this whole body of experience, all this stuff that's behind you on which to build. And that this next thing is just the next step. So, sit down, have a draw, and remember all the things that you have actually achieved in your lives.